What's up, everybody? Day 43 of 100 Days of Code. It's your boy Kendall once again here on a lovely Monday at 5:01 in the PM. And so we are doing 100 Days of Code. I thought I was going to break into a rap there, a bit like, what was it, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in West Philadelphia. Born and... No, we won't do that. But I got some of you guys thinking. Oh God, Will Smith, I know, another story. But we're here for 100 days of code. So 100 days of code. We have done today a little bit, we started week 7 of School of Code, the most amazing boot camp in the universe, in the metaverse, in the entire galaxy of all boot camps. It is great. It takes a diverse pool of talent and it puts them into the tech industry, no matter their age, creed, background, religion, whatever it might be. They want them all and bring them together in one happy kumbaya and put them into the tech industry, which is dominated by computer science graduates, and it needs the creativity and the bravery of all of these other diverse people. So, not to discredit the others, but needs that diversity. So we had an amazing today at School of Code. Day 1 of week 7 is we met our, before I get into that, we need to talk about the rules of 100 days of code. So number 1, we code 1 hour a day. 2, we keep ourselves publicly accountable to each of you fine people watching. And 3, we share our thoughts and feelings. Today was week 7, day 1 of School of Code. 7 weeks has gone by very fast. Today, what did we get up to? We did things like we did our squats for the day. We did our gratitude. I had my little baby on there. So the number one thing people were grateful for is little baby Kendall, which was really cute. That was really sweet. That was real touching. She found it touching as well. She's 1 year old, but she found it touching. It was emotion. So number 2, we had a talk from an amazing lady called, Piper. The name nearly escaped me, but Piper. And she was amazing. She used to work for Click Travel, and she was basically sharing a bit of her journey. She's a junior developer. She was on cohort 4, and she shared a bit of her journey of going from the boot camp to knowing literally nothing, feeling like a bit of an imposter, not knowing how to do things, and now she's moving into her second job and doing really well. So it's really amazing. It was amazing to hear her journey and where she got to, and just her success story. And she's really open, really heartfelt testimony of sort of like where she had come from and how she still feels sometimes, and how people still need to Google things and still need to search for things. It was really inspirational to listen to her, and she gave some really valuable feedback on sort of how we can continue our learning, to stay in touch with the School of Code community, to continue to ask a lot of questions. If you don't understand things, to ask for clarification, even when you start a new job, because they understand that you're the right type of person. She spoke about even in her interview, they did a tech interview, and she didn't know the question or didn't know the answer to it, and she just said, "Look, I don't know," but she asked questions about that tech question that she didn't know the answer for, and she ended up getting the job. So it was just to show that you have the right mindset, that you have the mindset of a learner, and that you're not afraid to ask for clarification and to move forward. So they're not expecting you to know everything. So that was really reassuring, and she spoke again about the same sort of thing on the boot camp, that don't just think you're just going to take everything on, but just enjoy the journey. Continue to collaborate with your fellow classmates, and that there may be opportunities afterwards for freelance things as well, and take those too, to get practice, get projects, to learn new things, and just stay humble and stay teachable and ask lots of questions. So that was really cool. We also did today, we had an awesome sort of intro to React. Now, I've been doing a few React things before from NetNinja and from different people. I've been reading documentation, but we really started from the bare basics here today. Got to meet my new pair partner, who's awesome, Daniel. He's an awesome guy. Long hair, loves a bit of classic rock like myself, so we had some good camaraderie there. And, just got to learn a bit more about React in the class today. So we learned, obviously, stuff that I sort of seen before, but is reinforced about sort of the virtual DOM, how React, it sort of creates a virtual DOM, so it creates a copy, and then it sort of keeps track of what changes in the file, and then it renders that to the real DOM and things like that, and how it works sort of like a tree and has safeguards and measure to make sure that everything is matching and everything is changing at the right time. We learned some different terms for sort of sort of what something would look like in JavaScript, and then how you would change that to into React. So we've been looking at the real basics at the moment to really get an understanding of what that looks like. Sort of how in React you no longer use something like class, because class is a sort of word that's it's recognized in JavaScript, but instead uses something like class name, for example. We learned a little bit about sort of creating elements, and a bit about rendering and these sorts of things. So just look at some of the stuff we looked at today, which was really interesting. We took the look at Twitter, and we looked at sort of how it's made of components and sort of repeatable components. And the amazing thing about React is you can take these components. So for example, there's picture elements that you can see that are the same shape and the same size and that sort of thing, and you can repeat those components over and over on the website, and that's because of the power of React. Or maybe tweets are loaded in and there's a new tweet. It has the same format and is the same sort of styling, and it's the same sort of font size and all these sorts of things, and the way that it's laid out. So when a new tweet comes in, it reacts to that new tweet, and then it populates with that copy and with the real DOM and updates for that. So it's really interesting to look at that as well. We looked at sort of when you're choosing an element or that sort of thing, how you would change that, how you change sort of in JavaScript, you use like inner text and things like that. Whereas in, for example, in React, you might say something like React with a capital R dot create elements, and then you might put the element name, you might put the class name and what it's called, and then you might put what you want to be in there, and it sort of looks more like an object. So it's slightly different from what JavaScript. It's similar but also different in some ways as well. What are my thoughts and feelings for the day? My thoughts and feelings for the day is it will take some getting used to sort of the elements and sort of how it goes. But overall, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit of a challenge, but I am enjoying it. We did a little bit, me and my partner, we got the first 2 tasks done okay. There's a little bit of unsureness on task 2, which was sort of thinking about how to hand in one function to another function, and with relation to React, and how to do that, and understanding how to best do that with the 3 parameters, with the sort of what you call it. So for example, button, handing in sort of the function, and then handing in what you call it. Yeah, but we will get there. We've only just started learning React. It's the very first day of sort of proper lessons. I've been doing things before, and I'll keep reading around it. But all in all, a very good day. I've really enjoyed the day. Been really good to meet my pair partner. Been a beautiful day as far as that goes. Been cool to learn a different perspective on sort of React from the reading and the videos, which I saw before. And we'll continue our journey mode tomorrow. So guys, that's me for today. And I believe I said it's day 43. So day 43 of 100 days of codes. What a privilege and what a joy to be with you once again. Whatever you get up to, stay safe, keep calm, code on. And we're learning all about that beautiful coding and that library, not a framework, a library. Once again, not a framework, library, React. Until next time, guys, this is Kendall signing out. Peace out, and we'll catch you guys later.